everybody, welcome back. Hey, if you're new here, hi, I'm Mercury. So today, I'm gonna go to one of my favorite comic book shops. I'm in Midtown, so it's Midtown Comics. So Midtown Comics is located on the second and third floors over here on 40th Street is the entrance. You can see it over there by the scaffolding. And we're gonna go head up. It's 40th Street and 7th Avenue. Best stairwell and inviting entrance. And right off the bat, we have these pop pins. So they're pins you can wear, but they have that look of the Funko Pops. The first level of the shop is all of the current comics. So on the right wall when you come in, you see the new releases. Ooh, Thundercats. Lots of Chitara. Awesome. They also have several rows of graphic novels and omnibuses. And they're arranged so it's super easy to find anything that you're looking for. They're alphabetical by genre. So, for example, Supermans are all together. They have a section for Transformers. X-Men is right over here. They also have a Hellboy section, and look what I found. And look at this collection. Oh, this looks great. They also have this section for art and reference, and I found these Star Trek books back there. And then this one is for the Wrath of Khan, so it's the artwork from the movies and films. And there's 2 levels, and there's more cool stuff upstairs. The stairway says so. Let's go check it out. Hey Superman, how you doing? Yeah, we're heading upstairs. Cool. So upstairs you'll find a lot more collectibles. Like I found Godzilla. He's so cool. It said try me. I'm trying to figure out where the button is, like what he does to try. There's like this cork in his head. I don't know. I was a little bit confused by this, but he does something. He is interactive in some way. I just didn't figure it out. They have a lot of great realistic looking sculptures. First up, I found Batman. And then Harley Quinn was on the shelf right above. They also have these great Star Wars characters like Ahsoka and Mandalorian. The next shelf down, we have some Marvel characters like Venom, Carnage. There's also Iron Man and a few different variations of the suit. There's even more variations of Iron Man, including Doctor Strange in the Iron Man suit. I thought that was so fun. This shelf also had more Marvel, including Spider-Man, the Tobey Maguire version, and the Green Goblin. They also had a few different board games, a few versions of Monopoly, Godzilla style, the Beatles. They also have Trivial Pursuit. I haven't played Trivial Pursuit in a long time. I should play that. Then I found this amazing statue of Phoenix. The fire behind her was so detailed. On the second floor, they also have some back issues of comics. So if you missed an issue or you're looking for something, you might be able to find it back here. Also in this back section here, they have different Gundams. Also a lot of things from anime and manga, but I unfortunately don't read anime and manga, so I don't know too much about those characters. Then I found this really cool thing that says the Tower of Fear from Mezco's, and it had all the classic monsters on it, and it looks like their monster like hideaway, like their hangout. And it has like creatures like Frankenstein, and they have a bat for Dracula, a werewolf like the Wolfman. How fun! What is this? Nightmare Before Christmas, the official baking cookbook gift set? What? It's pretty heavy. Okay, I see what's going on here. So it's a cookbook and a stand, so you can put the cookbook on the cool Jack Skellington stand to hold the book while you're cooking. That is a lot of fun. That's really clever. And of course, Pops. Pops. It feels like it wouldn't be a comic shop these days without Pops. Then they have the Deadpool Pops. This one was fun. He had a little wig on, but this one next to him really got me cracking up because he's a tourist. It's tourist Deadpool. He'd fit right in Times Square. So that is Midtown Comics. I actually have a ton of comics. You know what? I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna show you some stuff I got. I'll show you in a bit. I am home, but this is actually significantly later than when I originally filmed. I had been meaning to come home and show y'all my comics and the awesome stuff that is my comic collection. But life kept getting in the way, and that didn't happen right away. So I am going to show you some of it. But as it turns out, Marvel and Disney just dropped a lot of news this week. So I figured I'll show you my comics, but this is also a great opportunity to talk about that. So let me show you this first, because this was the original plan. We were originally going to end with this stuff. So let's do that first. So this is one of multiple boxes that, these live under my bed. They live under my bed because that's where I have the space for this. But some of these ones in the front were actually my uncle's. So these are not necessarily boarded. They're bagged, but they're not necessarily boarded properly because these were ones I got when, I lost my uncle. I took these home. Then these are mine. These are from my heyday of collecting. So Superman Birthright. This is my Superman Batman box. So that's what's mainly in here. I did read a lot of DC. Wonder Woman, I have a whole other box of Wonder Woman. I have a lot of independent comics that I was reading. But you could see I was definitely a DC girl. Still am. But I will say that, when Disney bought the MCU, the tides turned. But in terms of, the actual comic books, these were so good. And all the Frank Miller, Jim Lee, these were so classic. This was the heyday of my reading. This was when most of it was happening, which was, I'd say, early 2000s. This is from when I was a kid. This is one of my very first comics I've ever owned. May of 86. It's one of my very first comic books. That's awesome. And look at that. It was 75 cents for a comic back then. But yeah, that was that and a Wonder Woman. Those were my very first. And then when you get to we'll just take this one for example. These were $2.25 for a comic. So inflation was a thing, right? Okay, I think we're gonna just sit down here and we're gonna have our little chat about these announcements that Marvel and Disney made this week at Comic-Con. Robert Downey Jr., Dr. Doom. Yes! Oh my gosh, okay. Where do we begin with this? So this might be a hot take, I guess, I don't know. I know people are very split on their thoughts on bringing Robert Downey Jr. back and playing Doctor Doom. So here's my thought on the matter. Number one, y'all, this crossover already happened. This happened the minute Chris Evans became Captain America. Yeah, flame on? Yeah. Chris Evans, he was Johnny. He was in the Fantastic Four. Him becoming Captain America, that's when this crossover started. This is, in my mind, a long time in the coming. The seeds were planted for this a long time ago. Now, whether they were a happy accident or intentional, I don't know. But I feel like this story began not this week. This started years ago. So, is it so strange that we're going back there and that we're bringing Robert Downey Jr. in to play Doctor Doom? This is the joy of the multiverse. This is not a new concept. Marvel and DC have used this concept of parallel universes, multiverse, crisis on infinite Earths, Countdown to Infinity Crisis, like all of these things that were in the comics. This is a technique. This is a method that has been used by the comic books for storytelling purposes to reboot their franchises. They've done it multiple times successfully. And it allows for so much creativity, for missed opportunities to come out, right? Like, you could imagine these brainstorming sessions. Like, wouldn't it be so cool to have this character do this thing with that character, but they never had the opportunity to come together? Now they do. And that's so cool because it opens up infinite possibilities for what you could do with these characters. It's like their core essence, who they are, that remains. But how they interact with the world around them, the characters they interact with, the paths and the choices that they take, those change. Those are fluid. And how does that impact them? Right? So am I okay with Robert Downey Jr. playing Doctor Doom? Yeah. Am I okay with the multiverse? Yeah. Change is hard. Doctor Who. Every time the Doctor regenerates, everyone's like, oh, they have to warm up to the new Doctor, right? It takes a hot minute to get used to the new Doctor and the new style. Same thing. Change is hard. Human beings are wired to like consistency. And when we change, we get, whoa. We get a little wary, right? So it's like, this is a change. And how is it going to turn out? But you know what? The MCU's been doing good, and Robert Downey Jr.'s been doing good with his roles. I mean, I'll make my decisions when I see the film, right? I will always reserve judgment till I see the finished product, but it makes me excited. It makes me excited to see all these possibilities that can happen and to know that they are going there and to know that they are going to entertain us. Because at the end of the day, that's what this is about. This is about entertainment. This is about a little bit of escape, a little bit of imagination, inspiration, seeing what possibilities are out there, seeing what somebody with superpowers can do and how they're going to interact with the world. And we get to sit as bystanders and watch it unfold. Entertainment. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I love comics. I love comic movies. I love comic books. I love it. I love it because the possibilities, endless. There's so many directions this can go. So I'm super excited. So I guess with that, I am done for the day. I'll see you all real soon. And until then, stay inspired by everyone. Take care.